One of the highlights of NAMM 2019 is getting to meet up with some of the crew from Soundiron.
Hi, I'm Mike Peasley with Soundiron Instruments. We specialize in choirs, solo vocalists, concert percussion, epic percussion, weird instruments, sound design, ambience, everything. We do everything.
Mike was kind enough to share a little bit more info about their plans to release more robust editions of their Hyperion strings library.
So Hyperion's a weird sort of beast. I should point out that what makes it a little bit different is it's chamber strings, recorded fairly dry, but not in a way that makes it sterile or dull or small. It's still extremely large. We used a lot of microphones for each mic position to get a really full present sound from all the players. It's beginning with strings, so we began with the micro edition for beginners and people who just want basic string texture. You know, it's got core articulations, very playable, but it's simple. The Elements version is much larger. It's still one mic position, but it has a full range of extended articulations, including true legato and all of the other core elements that are necessary to write good string pieces. It has a really robust sound, and the Elements version is basically going to kind of follow along with our Olympus elements and Pocklope elements and other lines where it has basically all the things you would need for core articulations, but doesn't get into the deep weeds with extended stuff, all different types of trills or other things like that you'll find in the full symphonic version that'll be coming out later this year or next year. For us, it's been this long kind of term goal. We recorded Hyperion strings actually a couple years ago, and it's been this slow process. I mean, the tracking essentially, the audio recording. But for us, it's been more of a personal project. So in the beginning, we had a few different editors working on the Hyperion strings, and then in the end we realized, no, let's just do this ourselves. So it's really just been me and Greg. We're constantly releasing libraries all the time on top of this. So it's one of the things we wanted to do was not pick and choose. We wanted to let these things organically develop, fix and make refinements to features and sets. So I mean, we're slow on it, but that's just the way it's going to be. The brass and the winds will follow, followed by concert percussion, following the same theory. And the idea is basically there will be versions for beginners, intermediate, and pros, and they'll be priced accordingly. But the main goal for all of them is to be accessible and affordable, because we know everybody's got string libraries. We know that, but what we're trying to approach it is from a different angle, our own way of crafting it so that it's reliable, smooth, consistent, has a very rich sound that also plays well in any size environment. So it's dry, but we're going to have a whole range of convolutions to choose from, both bizarre ones to make really creative atmospheric effects and classic ones to put it in room, hall, cathedral, different kinds of cathedrals, underground tunnels, whatever you want. Rhythmic Odyssey series is we just released with David Oliver. We're also going to be doing a shake library in the series for shakers to expand on that with loops and multi-sample percussion. We've got that line kind of developing. It's going to continue.
I asked Mike if they were planning to continue to update all the instruments in their catalog.
We've streamlined and are improving the update process, so we're going to be updating every library kind of sequentially, one after another. And then once we've updated them all, we're going to go back to the beginning and update them all again with the newest technology. So it won't be all at once, but it will be a steady stream. So all of our customers who've been with us for a while can kind of they never have to worry that the library is going to become obsolete or just start getting shitty and collecting dust. We want to make sure that, that it's an investment, and that the libraries, because they're cool, they were cool then, we can add more features that just makes them cooler.
Over the last year, Soundiron has really upped their game with a podcast, Soundiron Sessions, and I talked with Craig Peters to tell us a little bit about creating more useful content for the users.
Hi, my name is Craig Peters. I am the PR and social media manager for Soundiron. I mean, I think being that Soundiron's, known for, creating virtual instruments for composers and stuff, I think it's cool to just not only do the walkthroughs and or videos showcasing our libraries, but also just kind of going out and getting awesome content or interviews with other composers, because I think the goal is everyone wants to everyone wants to learn and get better. So it's like, how can we not only just put out virtual instruments, but try to put out some cool content for other people up and coming that want to learn stuff. Or as far as our channel, I mean, like, we've been doing podcasts because those are always fun. It's like, I think like, who doesn't like a podcast? Just when you're driving or whatever, listening to some of your favorite composers or artists or musicians sort of talk about what they do and try to, and not only just, hey, how do you work? How do you do this? But, try to get like the nitty gritty sort of stuff that maybe people don't normally want to talk about. But, just, I think just trying to put out stuff that hopefully people can learn from, or some of the other things we do, like we have some different series on our YouTube channel, like, aside from the walkthroughs, like Soundiron Sessions.
Today on Soundiron Sessions, we're going to be taking a look at writing an epic tribal track using Apocalypse Percussion Ensemble, Temple Drums, Aztec Death Whistle, and Sick 1 and Sick 6.
That is sort of like showcasing for people who are probably interested in Soundiron stuff, maybe some different ways of doing different compositions and showing how the libraries work together. So just, always just trying to put out cool content for, for people. It doesn't always have to be like, oh, we have this new library, of course it's like, that's what we do. We make virtual instruments, but at the end of the day, I think it's just trying to just provide cool content for people to check out, and hopefully they learn some stuff. One of the other things that we've been doing on our YouTube channel is also going inside the studio with various composers, because I think seeing how professional composers work in the industry and being them being nice enough to let us into their studio and show how they work, so we can hopefully, answer some questions for other people who are, maybe wondering like what does it take to be a professional composer in this industry? Like, what do I need? And kind of seeing some of the tools and tricks and how they do stuff. So that's been, we've been really fortunate, to get to sort of collaborate with more composers, because I think at the end of the day, what it's all about is like not only just providing instruments, but sort of like building relationships with the composers as well.
Anyone who's purchased instruments from Soundiron lately has noticed they've done some updating, not only to their back end, but their download systems. Talked to Nathan Bowler, their customer service director, to talk about these advancements.
Hey, I'm Nathan Bowler. I am a producer and customer support director at Soundiron. One of the things that we've been really focused on this year is customer interaction and fast support. And so we've been making tutorial videos on technical troubles that composers kind of run into, whether it be batch resave or outdated plugins, anything like that. I'm here to fix. And if customers have questions or issues with the libraries, if they find bugs, we try to be as fast as possible on that. One of our newest features that is in beta right now is the My Products section of the website for customers. You can log in and directly download a new copy of your library. We also will have a section where you can see what libraries you do not own yet and any upgrades that you possibly have that you need to get. So as we upgrade more and more of our libraries, we're just trying to make it as easy as possible for customers to get a hold of those.
Anything else we could expect to see soon?
The Hopkin Instrumentarium. That is going to be some crazy shit. So we met up with a sound artist, instrument maker named Bart Hopkins. And Bart Hopkin basically for the last number of decades has been hand building a whole universe of instruments, like from wood and metal, stringed instruments, lamellophones like kalimbas, and other plucked or tapped tune percussion. and it's things that are even not really categorizable. Wind instruments, bowed instruments, all of them, all hand-built, all unique, and we've been sequentially recording each one of them. In the end, you know, we've already recorded over 20. In the end, there's going to be over 100 of them. All individual libraries. We'll probably compendiumize them periodically for people who just like the big collections. But it'll be kind of pick and choose, a la carte. Like, I like that crazy thing. I like this crazy thing. So they'll be affordable, they will be accessible, and they will be strange, unique, and all over the map. You know, because we've always been into experimental instruments, and we'll keep doing our own and like that. But this is its own strange beast that we're going to be exploring. So we're excited. The first one is going to be coming out in like a month. It's called Tines and Echoes.
One of the other things that we're working on, as far as, you know, because we're known for doing a lot of solo vocalists and that sort of thing, we have a really cool collaboration that we did with a female composer, Mimi Page. She's done a lot of collaborations with like EDM producers, you know, film composers, you know, assisting her vocals and stuff. She has a really unique and ethereal style. It's definitely different than some of the stuff we've done before, but I feel what I think is really awesome about it is she has a very spacey and like celestial vibe. Like if you go to her studio, I've done some in the studios with her, or where she's, you know, showing how she writes music. And what's really cool is we actually, you know, did a solo vocal library with her. It's like a perfect addition for those people who are that want that really kind of like spacey, ethereal vibe. A solo vocal library and beyond, you know, when it comes to like all the sound design and atmospheres, that's kind of really where this library is going to shine, and that's going to be coming out here pretty soon.